Yes, when we take our seats like this, then you should know the job is the job. The job is to make sure we come back, sit together to address some of the issues in the showbiz industry, both here in Ghana and outside of Ghana. And we do it on a special platform called Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex. I do this with my crew on set and offset as well. On set, I have Roland Amate from Shagzy, Shatter Movement, Empire Roland Report on YouTube and showbizchannel.com, and as well as Intimido Solomon at the extreme end. He is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and he also represents Intidosu Digital Solutions for all your online management, promotion, monetization, and more. Behind the scenes, man like Vigilance is the editor, and Theophilus Gosh is the guy who is doing our camera for us. You are sitting comfortably and surely watching our conversation, and we want you to be a part of it. Reason I'm calling you to share your views via the comment section, and if you've not subscribed to us, please do, because here showbiz is in our veins. Indeed, we do showbiz. Now, starting with a story that I'm not so proud about, but however, I want us to look at how it happened and why we are where we are today. And after seeing the story published on Ghana Web, I decided to do further checks to confirm if indeed the person who has been attributed to have said that thing really said it. But unfortunately, when I went there, it wasn't there. So it tells me that, okay, maybe he posted it or he tweeted it, but after a second thought or after thinking about it again for the second time, he has thought it wise to remove it. But then I still have questions around this. What would push someone, or what would make someone do such a tweet? Is it for the fun of it? Is something seriously happening? Or maybe, once again, to cause some flex and his people to talk about it? Now, let's go online to do some reading. And after, I'm sure I'll pick the views of my people on this before we move forward to the next business of the day. This is coming from Medikal. Of course, our own Medikal is in the news today, and not for the best of reasons, if you ask me. There's the reason that you might not want it to even happen at all. When you go on Ghana Web, it has been published that no funeral, 50% of properties should, okay, I think they even made a mistake with their headline. It says should to be allocated. Headline is 30 Ghana Web, you can't make a mistake in the headline. That one is not part now. It's somewhere in the paragraphs, if one or two be before my friend. My headline here, it is not. Well, no funeral, 50% of property should be allocated to new wife and child. Medikal list dying wishes. Medikal list dying wishes. Now the story is here, and the proof that Medikal made the tweets has also been provided, and my editor will show that to you as well. Now it says, Ghanaian musician Samuel Adufo, popularly known as Medikal, has sparked reactions online with a recent post. In the said post, which he has deleted, the rapper indicated that when he dies, sympathizers and family members should not mourn. He also expressed a desire for no funeral. Medikal emphasized that relatives and friends should take care of his daughter, Island, and his new wife. And this is the quotation. When I die, nobody should cry. I've already lived life to the fullest. I don't want any funeral, he stated. While it is unclear what prompted this message, Medikal specified that 50% of his property should go to his new wife and child. And who is the new wife? My close man should make sure Island is good. My mom is good, and my new wife and kids should get 50% of whatever I own, he added. Meanwhile, Medikal has recently hinted at a new relationship. Although he did not provide specific details, he acknowledged that recent rumors about his affair with singer Easy is true. And then they were said that I can't change that. And the more can be sure and confirm. Now, let's come back home. and the screenshot is there for you to see. But then, once again, just as the story is also asking, what is happening? What is prompting him to put out such a post? What is going wrong? Well, this one I know we are all going to do wild guesses.
Of course, and again, because the post is not actually in his feed, I think if you would want to run commentaries on this, you should be very careful and do it on a very cautious lines, because we live in a day and age where people can say things for you also, so we cannot also take that out. But if we are to let's say admit, like without maybe any proof that it's true, or that is if it is indeed coming from Medikal, then it is very unfortunate. I for one would be very surprised that this is coming from him, and of which I would also urge very close to one should to go close to him at this point. That is if it is true, or if it is coming from him. That is if it is also not a joke. Because in recent times I have been following his socials and most of the things that he's been posting and all. And that is why such a post would be a surprise to me. But that is not to say that it cannot happen. Or somebody may not be posting happy stuff and still may not be going through sad moments. It is possible. Everybody has a way of dealing with things, especially situations that may send them into depression and all of that. Everybody has a way of dealing with theirs. And some people may be smiling, some people may be laughing with you, but deep down may be going through a lot, and a lot may also be going through them. So in that sense, for me, I would just caution people closer to him to actually keep an eye on him, because there are certain things that somebody may find it difficult to tell you. That is depending on their mood and their temperament. But it doesn't mean they are not going through it. But I would rather wish him well, and if this is true, would want to send him love and light for him to be strong in whatever he's going through, because he did not hint what prompted this particular message. Neither did he say, okay, because of A, B, C, D, this is what I would want to put across. So for what it's worth, and also since he did not also mention the names of his supposed new wife or kid or whatever, I would also want to relax in dealing with this particular issue and say, okay, now it is about monitoring. It is best to monitor him after this particular post and not jump in a haste and say, okay, indeed there is something wrong with him. Because everything is possible in our current dispensation. People can pull your legs with whatever, and with the aim of seeing your reaction or people's reaction when some of these things come out. So it is possible, but then I for one, if it is indeed coming from Medikal, will be very surprised, which is why I would entreat close ones to start monitoring. That is including his happy moments and all of that. Because yes, at times that man is always vulnerable, and when you are extremely happy or extremely sad or maybe angry, these are times that you become very vulnerable and you may exhibit certain signs. So yeah, that's what I would have to say on this.
Well, I have been reading comments under the posts. I think it was initially shared by Plus FM on their Facebook page, and funny comments from people as usual. Really funny comments from people, and it happens, of course, when you give yourself to the people, and they handle you sometimes like this, and that is fine. Well, let me go on to Chabo to also get his opinion on this as well. Chabo.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad situation when you look at it critically. But before I go on, I want to say big shout out to our own Prof Angonam Rebel. Yes, I saw his reaction yesterday about the show that we did. Yes, and obviously me and him will disagree on this one, but he said something that I think he's right, and I have to be careful when I'm talking about some issue. He says that I label people too much with the social justice warrior, and he feels that it is not right for me. I'm just sharing my opinion about what somebody else is also talking about. There's no need for me to label them. Yes, and for that one, I agree with him. I think I'll do my best to stop labeling them as social justice warriors. Yes, that's it. So for that one, I agree with you. So big. Yeah, big ups to Prof. Yeah.
Prof is a constant on this channel.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Constants.
Yeah. So I agree with him on that one.
Okay.
But I still stand by my position. Just that for that thing, no, I don't. I don't think there's any need
label, no, but the content is the same.
I don't think there's any need to label anybody. I mean, they are sharing their opinion as I'm also sharing my opinion. Yeah, with the medical issue, I think it's sad if it is coming from him direct, or even if someone is doing it on his behalf, it's still not a good look.
Okay.
I mean, if someone is doing that, this is nothing to joke with. I mean, no, you shouldn't be doing something like this. So even if it is not true, I think it's not something that we should joke with. And if it is true too, I mean, it's a sad situation, and I don't know what will push him to even come out to do something like that. What it means is that he needs attention. He needs.
You want to take it serious.
Yeah. Of course, you have to. You have to. Even if he's joking, we have to take it serious for him to know that we don't joke with such things.
Okay.
So people closer to him, or people who can have that close association should talk to him. Okay. Even if it is a joke, he shouldn't be joking like that.
Okay.
And if it is not a joke too, and he needs any assistance, then we can assist him. Okay. Because these are some of the things that if you don't pay attention, it may not end well.
Okay.
If you don't pay attention, it may not end well. It starts like this. Some people will see it as a joke. Some people will see that it's as so serious that they have to take action that they may not even need to take. But still, we have to probe, or we have to push to know what exactly is happening. And going public like this is not so good looking, like when you want to look at it, no matter the angle. So for me, I think we should take it serious. Okay. And wherever he is or whatever is going on, I think he should be strong enough to stand it. I mean, yes, we know that we have different temperament and how we handle things, but I think he has done enough in this society to withstand some of these things. Okay. So for me, I think he should just be ready to face whatever is happening, and at the end of the day, he will be able to defeat it. To get to the level that he is, I mean, it means that he has what it takes to defeat things that will come his way. Okay. Because you cannot achieve what he has achieved without being strong or without being ready to face some adversities or some difficulties in your life. So for me, I think he should just find a way to deal with whatever is happening to him. Okay. And those outside, I think we should take it serious. Whether he's joking or not, we should just take it serious and see how this thing will go down. He can joke with anything, but not something like this. Okay. Yes, I mean, it's not a good look for me. Yeah.
Well, like Roland said, we are sending him hugs and lights and love as well. We want him to be fine. Fine rapper, very talented, and one of the coolest guys to be around or to hang out with. So some of these stories are not welcoming stories at all. Now, let's come back to our Nigerian issues. I want us to look at this one briefly. I have been reading post from Tunde Ednot, and Tunde Ednot is one promoter of the Nigerian arts industry. He has been doing everything possible to make sure the industry looks good. Now, when it comes to Ghana, there is one conversation that we have always been doing in our scheme of things, especially when it comes to our creative industry. We look for investment. We ask for where the next support will be coming from, and we have been looking for this for a while. Oftentimes, when we are doing comparisons between Ghana and Nigeria, one common thing comes up, that the Nigerian government supports the creative industry in diverse ways. And the story that has been captured on Tunde Ednot's Instagram page shows that indeed moves are happening, and these are things that everyone would want to see. And one of my friends also sent me the same story, and the others have messages that I'll be reading to you as well. But let's read what Tunde Ednot wrote. Something that has generated so many reactions about 1,386 comments. Yes, the comments alone, 1,386 comments, and about 14.5k people liking it as of the time that I saw the post. Now it says, Hannatu Musawa, Minister of Arts, Culture and the Creative Economy, has secured a $200 million financing facility with the African Export-Import Bank to support the growth of the country's creative industries. Ms. Musawa disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday. The minister said this partnership with the African Export-Import Bank was a crucial component of the Destination 2030 vision and one of the ministry's ambitious goals for the creative economy. Ms. Musawa urged investors, development partners, and global collaborators to join us in creating 2 million jobs and contributing $100 billion to the national GDP. Afrexim Bank President Benedict Orama, who also announced the partnership in New York, stated that the $200 million facility would support the ministry's new initiatives for sustainable economic growth. He emphasized the importance of investing in the creative industry and positioning Africa as a global cultural leader. Now, there is something beautiful happening in Nigeria. When you go there, in their creative economy. In fact, ever since this lady was nominated, appointed, let me give that one. Ever since she was appointed, I think she's been making moves. And I have been following, so I know when she was mentioned as the creative economy minister, and at every point in time, you hear moves. Are you guys aware they started the construction of one of the biggest arenas in Nigeria?
I remember we spoke
about it. And like, it's obvious they are doing everything for Africa's show business to drive towards Nigeria. And look at this, $200 million. Your birthday day. And the plan, Vision 2030, is to make sure the creative economy is contributing immensely to the GDP. Now, this is where our problem starts. Wala. Now they will do things that people will come and blame our artists. Look at your Nigerian artists. Look at the fellow Nigerian artists. When they are getting all support, and you see this money, the movie industry will get some. The music industry will get some. In fact, all aspects or all disciplines of the creative economy will get some. And what means that if you're a producer and you get some good amount of money, which movie can't you produce? And if you're able to produce well, where can't you take it to? The other day someone said, music video money in Nigeria can be used to shoot a full movie in Ghana. And all these things are part of why it's like that. Now my friend says, Sammy, you can see that we are not joking with entertainment. Lagos State is already building the biggest arena in Africa, and our national theater has just been completed. Then I've not seen that one. Ghana needs to put pressure on their government. This is the only way the creative industry can flourish. The entertainment industry has uplifted many Nigerian youths from poverty. Says Ghana needs to put pressure on our government. How do we do this? Congratulations to the creative economy minister in Nigeria, Musawa. Here she's not even married. Miss Musawa. So you go. Jamo, should we put pressure on Okrekumante and who is the new art minister? What is it in your affairs?
I think it's Mohammed Awa. It's no more.
No, it is not.
Okay, this Mesa, Ejapa Mesa.
Something like that. It's not more Mohammed.
Oh yeah.
You're pushing out.
It's now Ejapa Mesa. Yeah, I think it's Ejapa Mesa.
How do we put pressure on government to get some of these happenings around?
I'm not even a fan of that. And this one, I doubt if it is the Nigerian government doing it direct. Okay. I want to believe that it's the private entity doing it, and it is in the era of this government, and obviously government will take advantage. A private entity doing it, and maybe in support or in collaboration with.
No, but the story made it clear that this partnership with the bank.
Okay.
The story made it clear that
yes,
Nigerian government and the bank.
Yes. So the bank is financing, but the Nigerian government will give any other logistics for them to do it, or it's a loan for the Nigerian government to do it. Okay. Then in that sense, it will be for the Nigerian government or the Nigerian community as a whole. Yeah. But still, I don't like government taking charge of some of these things. Wow. Because it doesn't end well. The management will be poor. They will be favoring people that they think belongs to their
management of the loan.
The whole facility. One, it will be poorly managed, and again, it will favor only people who belong to the party. They will, like, it doesn't end well. Even in a developed country, if it happens like that, the government institutions are poorly managed as compared to the private ones. Yes, I know that some people will say that that's the way to develop, especially if you don't have people who are ready to do what is right. Yes, but I'm not excited when we are doing projects like this and government is heavily involved. So that's why I will not advocate that we put pressure on our government to do it, but rather we convince or we advise the entrepreneurs or the private entities. We should convince them that there's money making in doing something like this, so that they will put their money there and make their money back. And in that sense, they will not make it go waste, or they will manage it well. I mean, I wish that we have government institutions who want to do the right thing. I mean, that one, yes, it's our money. So if we can get a government institution who can do the right thing, put up a facility like this and manage it well, hooray. But the point is, I don't believe it. So if I push for it, I know it will not end well. Like the way the cathedral is, look at it. They have spent over $100 million, but we only have a hole. Like they have dug a hole, and it is costing $100 million. So imagining doing a facility like this, how much it will cost.
To the Nigerian government, I think we've seen progress already. Some of the things that they are doing, we've seen some progress happening.
Yeah, and yes, I think what is good for them, or why I believe that they are doing that, is that the entertainment industry is now huge, that they want to take advantage of it. That's how politicians work. I will not put politicians developing the entertainment industry. It's rather the entertainment industry is now booming and the politician wants to jump in. That's what is happening. So if you can do our things right, we may not even have to push them. They will see the profit or whatever incentive in there, and then they will come in and do some of these things. They are not doing much because they know that they don't really get much from the entertainment industry in Ghana. But Nigeria is not like that. A lot of people are making money in the entertainment industry, and government has no hands in those people making their money. Now the government wants to come in so that they can also take advantage of it. If they are able to do this national theater, for instance, and it's the government doing it, obviously the praises will go to them. The party will have advantage because people will vote for them to do more. So politicians only take advantage of the progress or the growth coming in there, but not them giving that progress. I would debate anybody who will say that it's the Nigerian government pushing the entertainment industry. No, I think it's rather the opposite. The entertainers have their own way of making things work for them, and now the government sees the potential in there and they want to take advantage of it. So it's good. It's good to get government to come in like the way they are coming in for the Nigerians. But for us to also put pressure on our government to do something like that for us, for me, I don't think it will end well. They will just come in there, corrupt the system and chop the money. And even if we are lucky for them to put something there for us, they won't manage it well, like the national theater that we have. I mean, I don't have anything to stand on and say that, okay, let's push the government to do something like this for us because it will help our industry. If we push them to go that direction, they will borrow our armor. We can't even get anywhere, and still the facility will not even come. That's my fear. So rather, they should see the potential in there for them to come in and make their profit or whatever that they think that it will favor them. So the entertainment industry rather should do things that will make it attractive for the government to come in.
Okay.
Instead of us going to push the government to do something so that it will help us. For me, the way we do our politics here, it will end up as a disaster. I mean, it will not end well, even considering what they have done with our national cathedral. I don't see any good in pushing the government to venture in something like this.
I see. But then when it comes to Ghana, it has been one of the main sayings. Government should come in to help, government should come in to help. And so should we stop calling government to come in to help?
They can say all that they want, but I think it will not go anywhere for those who are saying it. At some point, they will stop saying it. Government coming in to help. Government, they have come in many times, several times, and we have never seen any good things coming from them. I mean, somebody should help me. Mention one thing that government, recent government, especially after take Kwame Nkrumah and this Champon out. I think they did something remarkable that I've not seen any other government doing something similar to what they have done.
Okay.
Nkrumah established the film school, and he did a lot of things to help entertainers. And again, the Champon at the time was the one paying the Akan drama people, and in fact made an incentive to even build houses for them.
Yeah.
They did like something that is impactful. Apart from them, I've not seen any government doing something genuinely to help entertainers. All that they do is to rather use the entertainers to take money. We can mention even some of the recent activities. In the name of helping the entertainment industry, a lot of money will pass somewhere. So why should we encourage them to still come in and take whatever they want? Then yes, I have background conversation that you may not be able to say much. But a very high profile person said that let's do this so that I will also bring my people in and we share. A high profile person saying that. So if you want to bring them in, it's like you want them to use us to take more money from the system. Let us do our thing. If it is going well, they will come in to take advantage of it. And in that sense, knowing that they know that they may gain something from it, they will do better than what we have now.
Well, Team Dodo Solomon has really spoiled my tea for me. When I thought we are also going to put pressure, there was the sleep. Nigerian government is making moves.
Yeah.
Allow your government to be a statue. No moves. And don't force them to make moves too, because nothing will happen. Well, Ro, come through it.
At this point, we want to exert pressure on the government to come and do it.
Make moves like Nigerian government is making moves.
We'll do that at our own cost.
How?
Now, currently, as we speak.
They have all the machinery to make the moves.
They do. Nobody is saying they don't. They do. In fact, they can activate a conversation elsewhere right now. You see these $200 million that we are seeing the Nigerian government do. The government of Ghana can do it. In fact, they've been doing it. They can activate about $500 million, all in the name of coming to fund the creative art. And you know how much the creative art will get? $10,000. That is how much we will get. And the $10,000 will be shared among all the disciplines in the entertainment industry. That is how much we will get. So if you want to exert pressure, we can exert the pressure, but the thing is that when the honey is coming, we will not shut up. That is the reality on the ground. And it is because they don't put any level of importance to us. The way we see ourselves and what we think we bring to the table, they don't give us that same value. They don't see that value. We share part of the blame, and they also share part of the blame. We share part of the blame because we don't also prove to them that our system is that viable for them to come, or is that lucrative for them to come and venture. We don't. Hey, play they wanna eye top, prof. In a space where they will say, okay, let's invite leaders of these institutions for them to come so we judge or so we have a discussion on their needs. Go and see the kind of topics that people raise whenever they call for meetings and our people are involved. The people they call. Go and see the kind of conversations they raise. You realize that, hey, the last time even the IGP had a meeting with the critics asking us to tell our story. Obi said, Yenja no shivi because he's superstar. And you think if the IGP were to be a minister, they are man $100,000 budget, no, $1 million budget. Say, this is your ministry, the creative arts ministry. Do something with it. You cast over friends trust fund them. Or the you understand? Because at the end of the day, so last time they come in a meeting, come, okay. Because so much was, I am on that is their priority. And that is some of the unfortunate situations on ground. How well do we declare the things that we get in the space? How well do we declare them? When we fill the arenas, we fill the auditoriums, and we do this, we do that, how well do we declare them? For them to know, oh, the space is lucrative. See, they will.
Oh, but recently, Ghana report proved to them.
Prove to them that what?
Yeah, the space is very lucrative.
How?
They saw the numbers. They saw how marketable the whole event was. And I'm talking about the musical performance.
That is why. They saw the numbers.
Yes.
The last time.
Thanks to Shatawale, they saw the numbers.
Oh, yes, big ups to Shatawale. But the last time John Ramani Mahama went for a walk, did you see the numbers? The last time Alan Chamante went for a walk, did you see the numbers? The last time Cheddar went for a walk, did you see the numbers? So what is the difference? So why should they come and give it to quote and unquote an outsider that they themselves than sharing it among themselves? That is why they will continue to share among themselves. Because if it is only numbers we are preaching, then let's forget it. If it is only numbers, tell them, okay, we did this event, this particular event, and we were able to rig in over $3 million, over $200,000 profits. That is when they will know that, hey, if one event we are able to rig this amount of money, then let's pump into it. When they started with the year of return thing and they realized that actually there are certain spaces that are lucrative, and that even if they themselves can get something to chop and put in their pocket. For the past 5 years, which year has ever gone by apart from the COVID years? Don't we hear year of return beyond the return? Every day there is always something around it. Every time, every year in year out, they prepare something around the year of return. Why? Because they've seen something lucrative there. That is the only spot. That is the only time they see that, okay, even if they give them 100,000 to come and give us to do events, they can pocket 50,000. And to them, that is profit. But we don't show that. We don't do that. And the importance that they also, they don't put on us, the value they don't put on us, it's also to them. Some of them are ignorant on the things that happen in the space. It is a fact. Some of them are. Some of them are very ignorant on even how we do our things. So if tomorrow they come and we can't even manage even the little institutions that we ourselves have even set in the space, then they will realize that actually, institutions they can't even manage it internally. Why should we? The last time they gave us $3 million, I look at a show where a friend said, Independence Square. That show you cry. That what show you come with the back. I forgot.
Global something.
Not global citizen. There's a different one. Before Katrina Feku can boost tourism. That show will be on here.
Oh, Afrima.
On my $3 million. Yeah, Afrima. What happened to it? Nothing.
Oh no, you can't say nothing. Some people got employed. Some people got employed.
Of course, some people got employed.
Exactly.
But what was the long game? They are not looking at the fact that you get employed. When you see the government prepare the national budget, and you see a fat one going into the agriculture sector, going into this sector, going into that sector, they don't imagine that only this year people will be employed. They look at the long haul. That is why teachers will go for demonstration and they will mind them. That is why these people will go for demonstration, they will mind them. But we don't see demonstration time. So me, it is not the time, especially now, for us to put pressure on the government. We will just be opening ourselves up for them to come and chop more money for. In fact, they will misuse us. They will misuse us, and that is the danger. But then, even then, friends, amphitheater, you think they did not go for funds to build the amphitheater? They have. Even the sports facilities, don't they have funds? People have more funds, even to maintain our pitches. What have been happening to it, or what's happening to those things? So let's relax until they give us that importance, or they see us as they give us that value. Let's not exert any pressure. Nigerians are doing it because they've seen a certain value in their creatives. That is why they are doing it. Yeah, they don't see it unless they are coming to do party.
Well, it looks like Ghanaians in the creative art industry, they've lost hope in their government.
Yep.
And if I am to use sampling in the studio, it means they are not looking at government to come to their aid. They rather would want to deal with the private people to make things happen. Well, let's see if a change will be coming in the next government. Let's see what happens. Now, finally, for today, not long ago, we came across a video of Kelvyn Boy, who happens to be a former Stonebwoy boy. Used to perform with him on one stage, has been doing stuff with him. He was actually on his record label, more or less. He was Stonebwoy's boy, and as it stands now, they are no more. And misunderstanding came a little bit some years ago, and they have not been together since. In a recent interview on Hit FM, Kelvyn Boy had said that to him, he has been going all out, running through all means to make sure he will patch up with his former boss, Stonebwoy. But all efforts have proven futile. It is not working. And as much as he doesn't wake up thinking about it, he wishes things were not like the way they are now. That he can go to his boss any day, meet him up in town, and have a chit chat with him like some people do. Like you see, say Shatta and Arabi or Captain, though there are others who also not cool Shatta like that. It is like, that is how he wanted it. Kelvyn Boy says for the past 5 years, he's been forcing for things to happen, yet things are not happening. Well, there is a video except to this. Let's watch it. When I come back, I'll pick the views of my boy, what they think about Kelvyn Boy's moves and why maybe they think it is beginning to be difficult, or it is looking difficult for him to achieve what he is looking for. Stay tuned. I'll be back.
I heard from Grapevine that you're trying to patch up with him.
What?
You're trying to patch up with Stonebwoy. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. I've been trying for years. Nobody said my first thing where I do wake up and I think of, but when it comes to me and Stonebwoy issue, me nyanka cool. Charlie, then Obi Aden do you understand? Like, it's been so 5 years. It's been 5 years, right? I really forget what even happened. Like, trust me.
But why?
I've been writing songs every day. Like, I don't even remember. Do you know what happened?
No. What I'm asking is, what happened when you tried to patch up with him?
Oh, it was when every time we try, I don't think he's ready. But I didn't. We keep trying. Me, I did.
Well, so that was Kelvyn Boy in that conversation. Definitely. I'll start with Roland, and we close the show with Chamo. Ro, what do you think about what Kelvyn Boy is saying?
It's normal.
It's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal unless you don't understand life. There are certain things that happen, and that's why they will tell you if wishes were horses, it is beggars that will ride. That you see, there are certain things that you would wish for, but then because you are not the sole decision maker of that particular situation, you would have to respect the decision of the other party. yes, I know in other scenes, somebody would say, "Yeah, Stonebwoy in 3 thing and he's keeping God for a long time or whatever." You see, you can cut him. I believe you can also cut him some slack and say that yes, sometimes people move away from you not only because of what you've done to them, or not because they've not forgiven you, but for their own sanity. But for their own sanity, it is also a huge contributing factor. So when you understand some of these things in life, you tend to, as much as you would wish that things would go back to how it used to be, you would also respect that decision, just to respect the person's sanity and say, okay, yes, I wish we would have done this, but because of A, B, C, D, let things remain the way they are. Because Kelvyn Boy is not doing bad, Stonebwoy is not doing bad himself. These people are doing what, like, they are going about their daily activities and nobody is complaining. I believe periodically some of these questions will be going or will be thrown at Kelvyn Boy, because you cannot write Kelvyn Boy's story without mentioning Stonebwoy at a point. We all know the kind of influence Stonebwoy had on Kelvyn Boy at a point, even though he's not the one who discovered him. But then he played a role in Kelvyn Boy's life, and that you can't take away from him. But does that mean that Kelvyn Boy should go back to Stonebwoy? No. To me, I believe he's done so much, or he's done very well for himself, and that, yes, going back to or patching up with Stonebwoy would mean a lot to him, or will calm certain nerves in his heart. But then, if the person that you want to patch up with is not ready, has Stonebwoy come out to say, say whatever went wrong? No. Kelvyn Boy either is even claiming to have forgotten what even happened. So
what boy has forgotten what happened?
Yeah, that's why he's even asking somebody, do you even remember what happened?
Okay.
Exactly.
So now I'm sure what he wants to say is that he has
grown out of it.
Yes, that's the word. Yes, he's grown out of it, or he's moved on.
Exactly.
It's not as if he doesn't know. He knows, but now it's not something he thinks about.
So at this point, since it is not part of your priorities, let's move on. Let's move on, because after all, Stonebwoy is not complaining. Stonebwoy has not said on any interview platform that probably, or has not reminisced whatever happened between you and him. So let's move on, since it is not part of your priority. And if indeed it is one thing that is important to you, or to say you would want to patch up, you can't tell me you've forgotten whatever happened. You can't tell me that, even if it takes 50 million years, and that is if you still have the desire to patch up. If you don't, then it's me. When you tell me you've moved on or you've grown out of it, then you won't even come and tell me that is when you won't come and tell me you've forgotten about it, when you still want a closure. You don't want a closure means you've grown out of it. You don't want a closure means you've even forgotten about, you've moved on. So whether the closure comes or not, it is not a priority. But you've been able to keep track of the number of years, and you want to tell me you've forgotten what really happened. It is not true. It is not true. So I just want to also give Kelvyn Boy the benefit of the doubt and say that perhaps maybe he's also grown out of it, like he's saying. Yeah, he's also let's give him that and say he's also grown out of it, like he's saying. But I would only entreat him to move on.
Kelvyn Boy should move on.
Yes, Kelvyn Boy should move on.
He should look for the peace again.
What is peace? Peace for what?
Peace with his former boss.
To do what?
Oh, at least for that cordiality to come again. Tranquility, if you want me to use that word.
Without Stonebwoy, will Kelvyn Boy's career die? I'm sure he will say no.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Just for that, like you said, sanity.
And the closure with Stonebwoy and your career, which one is more important to you?
His career will be.
Exactly. So if your career is flourishing, you are moving, you are doing whatever you're doing, and you are.
But you might not know where he also feels something is wrong. Reason he's looking for.
Then he should come out and say it clearly.
Okay.
Because when you want closure, then it means you are ready to open up everything. Wanting closure means that you want us to talk about what really happened. You are ready to go dirty. You are ready to go open the can for us to see the ones in there. But if you come and tell me you've forgotten part of it, then you are not ready for closure. The person that is not ready for closure is the one that is not even speaking about it. Is the one that is not even looking at that direction.
Okay.
That person is not ready for, in fact, he's not even thinking about closure. And that is Stonebwoy, he's in his corner. So if you really want closure, then you should be able to remember what happened, replay it, call the other party to either come and respond. Then you guys will see where you guys went wrong, who is at fault, or which people were at fault. And that is that is the only point you can find closure. But when you yourself that you want closure and you've forgotten part of the story or what actually happened, then what do you need the closure for? Just move on.
Anyways, I'm sure Chemo would also speak finally to this before we move out of here.
Yeah. I think Kelvyn Boy, he's not ready. He just wanted to give a political answer and it backfired. That's how I see it. He wasn't honest in his answer that particular question. I feel he wanted to avoid talking about it. So he thought that it would be wise to say that he wants closure, and again he has forgotten about it, just to avoid talking about the details. When I heard him say, do you even remember what happened? And then I knew that no, this guy is just throwing dust into the eyes of the public or something like that. I mean, he's not ready for anything. He just said it like that so that people will maybe see that he is the good one, but he's not. If you can lie about you not remembering what really happened, I mean, you are not the good one. So he should be careful, or he should know how to talk about it. If he wants to talk about it, he should be straightforward. If he doesn't want to talk about it, the same thing. Just tell the whoever is interviewing you that no, let's forget about this and move on. Then you do whatever you want to do. But if you want to play safe and want to look like you are the peaceful one, you want closure to the whole thing, you want to patch up. No, what you said is not an indication that you want a patch up.
Okay.
So you even forgot what you did. And if I'm part of Stonebwoy team, you will not even pick your call. Yes, because you repeat whatever happened again. If you have forgotten about it, it's part of your nature. You may repeat it. So you have to remember what you did, admit where you went wrong, and say that maybe for whatever condition you are in now, you will not do that again. Okay. You should be clear, at least on your part. Even if you not say Stonebwoy's part or whatever that he did that made you also do whatever. You can just go on your path, tell us where you think you went wrong, and you wish Stonebwoy will forgive you or something. Like, then you know that you want a closure to the whole thing, or you want the patch up. But just to say that you have forgotten about it, but you want the closure, no. Even Stonebwoy shouldn't accept this in any way or in any shape or form. And I think Kelvyn Boy should come clean if he really wants a patch up, or he should just tell people to, like, he says he has forgotten about it. He should just tell people that I don't want to talk about this. Let's move on with our lives and we will be fine. And I think he's fine in the industry. He's doing his own thing. So don't just make it look like you are the good one or you are the peacemaker here. You are not, based on what you are saying. He is not. So for me, it's not looking good for him. If this is the direction that he will go, he should rather do a better, use a better strategy than to say that he wants a patch up, but he has forgotten what really happened. No.
Anyways, we are still hoping for the best. I was thinking that if the person has publicly come forward to say he's looking for peace, then we should all be involved in looking for this peace, because what are we looking for? We're actually looking for peace. Yeah. This Matthew Macau, they all don't mean anything to us.
But he should come
and he has not hidden it. He said it on radio. It means he wants everybody to know his heart.
But saying it on radio, he did not say it in full.
Say it in full. How?
It wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine in saying
how are you guys so sure it wasn't genuine?
To forget what happened.
Oh, that thing, you guys have taken it too personal.
So what is it? What do you
No, I'm sure, like Roland said, he thinks that, okay, Charlie, now they think about it self. I've grown.
So it doesn't mean you want a patch up. Then you don't want a patch up.
Do you know why I think so? It's sometimes when someone does something you're looking for that collaboration, you don't want to even pay attention to the details, because when you pay attention to the details, you might not even look for the patch up, because I'm not sure Kelvyn Boy has condemned himself thoroughly or throughout in this thing. I'm sure there are some places that he also think that his former boss did not do some things right.
Yes.
So if he pays attention to the nitty-gritty of the issue, then you say, oh, then let's still.
Nobody is saying Kelvyn Boy is the cause of the breakup. Nobody is saying. In fact, from people from afar, even if they have to judge on the cause of this breakup, they will blame the truth. But you see, for closure to come or for patch up to come, it means that both parties should be able to remember and admit where they individually went wrong. For Kelvyn Boy to forget or to say he's forgotten about it, then even if we have to set up a meeting between him and Stonebwoy, it will be Maslim and Munamitrim. That is what it will be. Because, what did you do? You tell me you forgot it. Then what did I also do that caused that reaction? I also tell you I forgot it. Then there is nothing to actually patch up again. Let's move on. And would that be the result you are all looking for? No. We all know that what happens like that, in your side.
Okay. Anyways, we will surely close here on this note. Special thanks to my people in the studio, Roland Amate, Shagzi Shatter Movement, Roland Report on YouTube, and showbizchannel.com, showbizchannelgh.com. And of course, to Intim Solomon, online manager, Flex Entertainment Limited, and Intim Digital Solutions. It has been an awesome Thursday evening here on Showbiz Daily. Let me also say thanks to the producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh, who did camera, and Bujulence, the editor of this show. Until then, subscribe to us, remain loyal to us, and we're bringing you some more. My name is Sammy Flex. We're out of here. Bye-bye.